Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show on this Monday morning. We're joined by relationship therapist Dr. Eve. And of course, today we're talking about the topic of living together. When is it the right time? Should you be moving together? Should you be getting married first? What are the things to consider when you're trying to move in together? Which is my question to you right now, Dr. Eve. What should you be thinking about?
Before you start living together?
Yes.
Some people think, well, you know, is it about the sex? Should we be sexually compatible before we start living together? And it isn't really always about that. I mean, if that's going to be your strong driving motivation because we really want to have a lot of sex, so we're going to move in together, I would say that would not be a good foundation to be living together. It's about values. It's about philosophies, about do we have a value system that's compatible with each other? Do we have a lifestyle that's compatible with each other? You may find that you have completely disparate lifestyles and you're living together because it's financially viable and because it's sexually exciting and because you have sex on tap in a way. But it's really not going to be sustainable. If you want something sustainable, then you want to think about other things like how do we spend money? How do we divide time? What are domestic chores? How are we able to have conversations that is strategically possible to make living together something which is pleasurable? As you said earlier on, we have this rom-com idea about what it's like. You know, come home and you have a glass of wine and you cook a meal together, but it's not. People work late. Also, people come together when there are children involved. How do you manage different children? How do you manage different families? How do you manage different work schedules? There's got to be a strategy in place here.
Now, talking about that, Dr. Eve, we've got a caller on the line, Angelique from Joburg, who got pregnant in high school. Angelique, good morning. Welcome to Expresso. What is your question for Dr. Eve? What's your question for Dr. Eve, Angelique?
I've got a question. Why do guys always, when they make a girl pregnant and they're not even married, why do they run away, basically? Because my sister also, sorry, she was with a guy for a while, and then she got also pregnant, and then this guy is not most of the time at home, and she had the baby now, and I was with her for a while, and now he's back again. Why do guys do that when they make a girl pregnant?
Very pertinent question. Thank you very much for your question, Angelique. Dr. Eve?
Yeah, just so much pain in listening to her voice about... I'm also just listening to the language of why do guys make girls pregnant? I mean, come on, ladies, it's time to take responsibility. We fall pregnant. You must take responsibility, really consider birth control. And I know it's really difficult because sex happens in the moment and you don't really always feel prepared for it. But take responsibility. We can't keep blaming guys for making girls pregnant. Girls fall pregnant because they have sex with them and they know that they're unprotected. Let's not get into that. Why do guys run away? It's because it usually happens if you're a teenage mother. They're young. What do young guys do? They kind of want to spread their sperm. This is what evolutionarily they're meant to do. And it's not every guy who does. A lot of young people get married or hook up or begin living together or feel the commitment and do stay with each other and support. Unfortunately, we do live in a country, specifically in South Africa, where men do not always support and men do move on and move away and create new families. So it's something which is endemic and it's universal. Let's not just keep blaming South Africa or blaming men. This is what happens to people. It's tragic. It's very sad, especially for the children.
Sure. Well, we'll keep taking your calls. Those lines are open. 0839133728 as we speak about relationships, more so especially about moving in together. When is it the right time to do so?
Absolutely. But it is time for us to head to the kitchen. And you know when Chef Moyer and Ewan are together, a feast awaits us.